I like my Zamm with no highs.
Hice.
Highs.
Ooh.
I like my Zamm with no highs.
I like my Zamm with no high.
Hice.
Thursday, nightcap,
Good.
Manish water with Zamm chaser with
I'll type
gold
meals,
high.
man. I'll type meals though, man.
All tight meals, all tight. Oh, look at we got ultra thirsty first. Mr. Funky in the building. Okay, what I gotta do first? I gotta do this first before anything else. Was I like my chaser with no highs.
Hice.
Okay, you know what I'm going family.
Boy from the ends, disrespect me and my friends. Claiming you street, that shit don't run round in me.
Breathing like a tide, flowing like a stream. I can feel the vibe resonating in the air like steam. It's alive.
Better be ready for anything ducking, and all of a sudden I'm peddling medicine. Got it, I wanted to make it.
Lately I've been on my own, driving over through these roads. I couldn't care about the way that things
Be no love for these niggas, wanna see the niggas bleed. Tell them hold tight, car death come and freeze.
Ryan here's been wild for a while. Back up, young boy been wild from a while, screaming peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. We want freedom, we want peace.
Peace.
Make sure you got your tickets. I shall be dropping the link in a minute.
What the police? Come on, make sure you grab your tickets, bruv. Even man like Veli bought a ticket, you get me? Come on, support
Make
the
sure
team,
you
man.
got
You get
them
me?
tickets.
Support.
We gonna be there.
I'm
I'll be
rolling through
there.
as well, fam.
Zamm will be on tap. We got the Uncle Ray on tap. Don't just get yourself down there, yeah. Don't let me find you. Wallahi. Sabida will dip you.
Exactly. Wallahi.
Wallahi. Dip.
Wallahi. Yeah.
I'm security at the door, fam. Trust me.
Make sure you got your ID, B.
You
As I
done
say,
now.
no ID, no entry.
Oh, shit.
My screen quickly. Yeah, what's good, family?
There, man.
Chilling, we active.
Active Thursday. Yeah, Ultra in the building. Yeah, I thought I'd just jump on to see what I've won. Reflect on the week that has been. Because tomorrow is Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Friday.
Jum'ah.
Yeah.
Big up all my Muslims, get me? Big up my Akis, my
Yeah.
Otis.
Also, all the
Up north on my
Akis on my
cars.
end still. Them man are in mosque right now still, because there's bare cars right near the mosque
Yeah,
still.
praying Tarawih
I just
still.
passed it.
Today, I'm not gonna go there today. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Let me see if I can find it.
Sorry.
And then the whip, reversing the tick. Making sure you don't bump into no cars. Trust me, they got the sensor.
Come on. We got the sensor in the reverse mirror. Oh, shit. Stop that shit. So we say, man, what we gonna do?
Okay, yeah. I said I was gonna. This is not short, but I said I was gonna do this after my little chat with Sister Nine Eva. Told me to go do my due diligence on something you told me. Well, I was having a little chat and I was asking her how car was, where she gets them from. She was like, "Oh, some company, and they're being backed by Mastercard and FedEx." And straight away,
Nah.
when I heard that, the ancestor says, "Well, that's like a boom, 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 something like that."
Oh shit, the ancestors had to come through.
Hey, wait. Hold on a sec, kid. Let me just bun out Ultra Fruity, man. The fucking Fruit cocktail, little bite, man. Tell him to just cool out, man.
Hold on, bigger. Hold tight to certain man getting happy slapped and that. You get me?
Trust me.
Oh,
Yo,
Happy slap bus drivers and all them ones.
happy slap. I just saw the happy slap, blood. It was crazy.
Who got happy slaps?
Come on, beefy. You know what I'm saying. I'm a bit late to the party, but a man got that Jason Bourne. You know, use the book of justice.
Oh yeah, man, got the Ahmed Ali in it, man.
Yeah,
You got the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, cuz.
He got it. Yeah, fam. Hold tight. Certain man got on their WWF hype though. If it wasn't Ramadan, I would do this, I would do that. Certain man
Shut up.
Ramadan.
certain man was hyping. They were getting hype, but that's the hype I've ever seen. Certain man, boy.
I'm gonna hit him
What
with
are
the
you
hype
talking
like
about?
this.
Sorry, I'm confused.
Hey, what? You didn't see that?
You didn't see the happy
No.
slap?
Ahmed, Bob the Builder boxed Ahmed Ali with the Quran.
Oh yeah. Oh shit,
The
man.
Quranic
Yeah,
slap,
man. Listen. He's lucky I wasn't there. If I was
Ah, see
there,
what
I'm
see
telling you,
what
bro.
I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I don't give a damn. If I was there, fam, it's going
Okay,
down.
now ask a question, Zubeda.
Yeah.
I hear everyone saying I was there. I want to know, what would the Prophet be doing in Ramadan?
Bro, like obviously I hear that, but you know, like
No, what do you mean you hear that?
fam, at the end of the
What?
day, yeah, listen, like you're hitting him with the holy book, fam. You understand, with the Quran, whilst he's fasting, like I don't care, fam.
I'm asking
I will
you
come
what
out
the
my
Prophet would
fast.
have done. I'm asking what do you think the Prophet would have done?
I don't know what the Prophet would have done at that time, you know. But obviously I know what I would have done, fam. I know what I would have done, innit? So I know what I would have done, fam.
Hey,
So
Are you
all
really,
I'm
really from
saying,
the
Free
are
from
ends?
you
this.
really,
Are you really,
are
really
you
from
really,
the
really,
ends?
Aki?
listen, that Bob, yeah, fam,
Was
that's a
ask the question to
disrespect.
everyone. No one answered me this question. So ask them, what would the Prophet be doing in Ramadan? Would he be fighting? Would he be getting aggressive?
No, the Prophet Muhammad, like,
I
to be
thought,
honest, like any
wait,
Muslim that goes to the
better.
park shouldn't be there, fam, in Ramadan.
I thought fasting was to get rid of all these things. Anger.
Yeah, but man slapped him
What are
though.
you
Like
fasting
man
for then?
slapped him.
You're fasting not working then?
Yeah, but
No, but man slapped him though.
Afghan Mo gave him a punch here, but it was like I don't know if it was a punch though. He tried to give him a punch.
But after more, was a wrestler.
He done two things. Yeah, he slapped him whilst he's fasting, and he hit him with the Quran, fam.
No, Zubeda. Let's have the whole story. Afghan Mo hit him he stamped him on his leg with his umbrella first.
Where though? Where's the proof though? Like I
I
didn't
was
see
there.
that.
I was there.
You saw him do that, yeah?
I was there.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
it might
Even
have been an
admitted it.
accident. I don't
He even
know.
admitted it. Said it was an accident.
It was an accident. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So,
He ain't gonna hit him with the Quran though.
So it's better if you're in the park and someone steps on your foot with an umbrella, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say, bro, like watch out from we did. You know, I'm not gonna go. If I had a Bible or something, I would never hit them with their holy book. Are you crazy?
He gave him a reaction, like the reactionary arm lift, but he just happened to have the Quran in his hand. But still, I'm still calling it the Quranic box though. Still,
I mean, for me personally, I feel like that was a proper disrespect, and this is why I don't think Muslims should be in the park during Ramadan debating, fam. Like any Muslim that goes there, it's your fault at the end of the day for being there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we're not supposed to be raising our voices, debating, getting into arguments, especially when it's time to fast. Or, like to them Muslims, like not now, fam. Like it's only a month. Hold it down. Like the park is not that important, fam. Like God is more important in this circumstance. So you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, it's what it is anyway. You know what I mean? Bloody hell.
You can't win them all, man. You can't win them all. You know what I mean?
No, you can't win them all. But what I'm saying, though, Zubaydah, yeah. If you was there, you wouldn't have done anything, yeah.
No. I don't know if you've seen me in the park, fam. I've got it cracking before, fam.
Nah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's Ramadan. You're not supposed to get nothing cracking, innit? You get me? You have to keep it humble, innit? Like,
well, that's why I'm not in the park. I haven't been to the park throughout the whole Ramadan.
You get me? Like, you can't be wrong and strong, man. Just, you get me? Bob, in fairness, I'm backing Bob, but what I'm saying is he had the book in his hand. It was a reaction thing. It's not that he intentionally went to hit him knowing.
But
do you know
I
what I mean?
didn't expect that from him. Like from his the way I've seen him, he seems respectable, even though he
This is
debates
what
and
I'm.
that. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
so
you know what?
that's yeah. It worked.
But
That's what I don't think he intentionally slapped him with the Quran like the way we're saying it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it was more of a way he stabbed him in the foot and he lit and do you know what I mean?
Reaction.
Like he
Yeah.
reacted straight away. But
It wasn't that hard
yeah,
even. Not even hard.
yeah, it wasn't
No,
even
that was a
hard still. But it was fun.
disrespectful slap.
It was funny though to me. Yeah,
No.
sorry, I was cracking up. I gotta
No, I
say.
was laughing as well
Yeah,
when I saw the
I
video.
was,
I was busting up because the question he was the questions he
See, the
was.
funniest thing, yeah, was Ahmad Ali's Afghan's more reaction. That was a bit gay. That reaction.
Yeah,
who?
yeah.
What
He
did he
took a bit.
do?
He took about 5 seconds.
Afghan
He
most
was
gay
Yeah, he
literally
was
That
punch.
was
shocked.
a
I think
gay
he was shocked.
reaction, bro.
He was
That
shocked.
was
He
a
was.
gay reaction I've ever seen before.
Yo, if that was a proper punch, he'd be laid out. But you know what? You know what I found funny, Beefy. Yeah, the fact is, yeah, the questions he was asking was very good questions. The difference between what's in the Quran and what's in the Hadiths, and they weren't really. Suleiman wasn't answering these questions. It was good questions he was asking. Bob was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Bob,
mean?
Bob, 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 Bob,
Yes.
Bob,
Oh,
Bob,
yeah. So
Bob,
he was saying, so what takes more importance? What's in the Quran or what's in the Hadith? He was
Yeah.
getting to a point. Or he was asking a question on that, innit? Yeah. What I can't remember what exactly the
You
question
see,
was, but it was.
he was saying about the prayer. He was saying about the zakat. He was talking about couple different things in it, saying that at the
Yeah.
time
So does
certain
the Quran talk about fasting and
yeah
something
and
like that?
certain
League of
Or,
things
Lemon.
yeah
yeah. Yeah. But that's what he was saying. Still.
yeah
I mean, like
so
I said, any Muslim should not be there, fam. Like I haven't been to the park during Ramadan, and any other Muslim shouldn't be there, fam. Because obviously you know what you're gonna walk into. You're gonna hear man disrespect the Prophet, disrespect Allah. You know what I'm saying to you? We're supposed to be refraining from that stuff, right? So I do blame Afghan Mo for being there in the first place. I'm not trying to say that it was right what happened to him, but bro, like you know that saying prevention is better than cure. Like not during the time of Ramadan, you should not be in those type of environments.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me get back to what I was saying earlier. So
yes, sorry about that, Beefy.
that's
Yeah.
all right. That's all right. You heard what's been going on this week with me and some people
Nah.
about the current. So anyway, people were sending shots to me. I was firing shots. I don't know. I admit I sent shots. I was firing shots. And then she came. I didn't get more shots today, so we had a little back and forth. But they started talking. So I asked her like, this current bus you're talking about. I mean, it's just big dog. You talk bullshit. So I asked her, this current bus you're dealing with. Tell me a bit about themselves. Well, she started talking, and one of the first things she said, which shocked me, was the person I'm dealing with, they're being backed by MasterCard and FedEx. I was like, MasterCard, FedEx.
Right.
Okay. I said, do you know who owns MasterCard? She was like, I don't know. I don't care. But to me, that sends an alarm bell ringing. I don't think MasterCard are for black people, personally. And my other question was as well, if gold is the future, I want people to think about this very carefully. If gold is the future, why is someone selling you gold and taking your money? Think about that.
So what is a carrot bar? Sorry, if you could just explain that to me, please.
Carrot bar.
But it's a cryptocurrency that's supposed to be backed by gold. But it would be easier if Manifa explains it because obviously I don't really know the ins and outs of it, so I can't.
Anyway, but today, that's not the point. Today, I want to do my due diligence. I want to check out who owns MasterCard.
Okay.
Well, me personally, I don't think they're good people.
No,
I could be wrong. Could get something new today. Could be a black guy who owns MasterCard. Who knows? I mean, who's from black?
Well, this is what we was talking about before, because I think she mentioned that when I started talking about forex exchange, and then I see her in the comment talking about the carrot bar thing, and I was saying the only trading that I get involved in is foreign exchange because we just really exchange your money, but there's other things to trade, but I wouldn't, like you can like invest in stocks like Apple and JD and Facebook, but I ain't investing in those type of kafar companies. You know what I'm saying? There's a limit
Yeah,
to certain things I can do.
there's I'd say three different things you can do. Yeah, you can trade, like you're saying, you can do all different types of trading, like short-term trading and long-term trading, like swing trading, or whatever,
Mhm.
yeah. But you can accumulate over time where you just buy, just
Yeah.
keep buying, yeah, over time,
What,
or
what,
yeah, or like say you could do like long term sort of trading.
I was on a call earlier on with brother Bon Rich from
Yeah,
South. And he does. I didn't know he's into trading.
yeah.
He does it in that. So I'm gonna try to get him on a show one day. The people who are into me myself, I don't do finances in it, so I'm out. But the people who want to learn, I'm not a hater. You know what I
That's
mean?
what it's,
Well,
that,
I'm going
basically, that's what
to
it's
a
about, you
free
know.
event on Biggs. I'm going to a free event on Saturday in Stratford. It's basically an introduction to forex and Bitcoin trading. Just if anyone's interested, it's a free event. All you got to go as a Eventbrite, just book yourself in, and they've got a forex and Bitcoin introduction for beginners to trading. So I'm gonna go and check it out and see what it's all about.
There you go, people. You see,
Yeah.
Beefy's not a hater.
Boy,
Yeah.
like
So I'm going
obviously,
to Mastercard. I want to see who owns Mastercard. What they're
yeah,
about.
gone.
Well, I don't think.
Off air though, beefy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we'll chat to you about that off air though, still, guys. It's something to do with like business, isn't it? But it's like just to do with you though, still.
All
So
right.
yeah,
I was with all these things coming out, all these things which were being presented with the future and things like this. I'm wondering where is the person getting the money from? He must get some backing from somewhere. So I wanted to find out like who backs these people. Someone can was you just can't go and buy gold mine.
yeah.
Can't do it. You have to go to the gold exchange, which is owned by the De Beers, and these people are strict and fucking racist.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you see the beers, yeah,
yeah,
and the gold figure up, yeah. So
gold exchange.
if the gold exchange and stuff like the people that
Yeah.
run that, yeah, um, if we don't like obviously if we don't ever make an alternative to that, well, that's sort of what they try to say cryptocurrency is basically an alternative to banking and trading and so and so. You get me? Because uh, it's just mad to go into, man.
But,
It's
but,
just
but,
a
but
fucking
remember, who put up the money to
spider
go and
web.
get the gold bigger? Who
Who
put up
what?
the money for the gold to be sold?
Yeah, the first investors, man. We invested back the big boy money people, innit, man?
Exactly. Who are these money people? And that's why I said to people, why is someone telling you the future is gold? They're selling you the gold and you're giving them your money. Think about that.
But they've got imagine but they got both though. They got the money and the gold.
I
The man's
know.
got money and gold.
Well, if someone's telling you money is going to be useless soon, buy gold, but then they're taking your money. Just think about it.
Uh,
Just think about it. Why has been the game too long? Too long. Okay, MasterCard. MasterCard Incorporated, stylized as MasterCard from 1979 to 2016, and a MasterCard from 2016 to 2019, is an American multinational financial services corporation headquartered in MasterCard International Global Headquarters in Purchase, New York, United States. The global operations headquarters is located in Orfalea, Missouri, United States. Okay. Throughout the world, its principal business is process payments between banks of merchants and the card issuing banks and credit unions of the purchasers who use MasterCard brand debit card prepaid to make purchases. Boy,
basically, they're the facilitators of transactions. So the between they're the between men. So one side will give their money to you'll give your money to him on your side. The other side will give their money to him, and then he'll exchange it for you, sort of thing. So
so
like if you spend something in another country with your credit card, it just goes through straight away. But that's because they've got an exchange system with Mastercard or with Visa or whoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
But even look at the symbol, look at the red and the yellow, and they're both intertwined together. So,
I'm
like
gonna
it's
get
like you
into.
got to pass through something to get to the other side, if you get what I'm saying.
I found
it's
out.
just a trade, isn't it?
I remember I learned about the Mastercard thing. I forgot about it. The symbol, what it meant. I might read some symbols, and this is a bit dodgy, if I remember. That's why my number was ringing. A Mastercard, originally known as the Interbank, from 1966, the Master Charge was created by an alliance of several regional bank card associations. So this is an alliance of banks.
Yeah,
Me?
yeah. It's the financial global industry in it, man. The banking families that control
Yeah.
the large portion, the 1% in it.
The Bank of America. This is the Bank of America, basically. What do we go into it?
Like it's like this is why I keep saying that. Obviously, we know that the system's fucked up, yeah, but without even just not taking part, you still have to go through some sort of training or some sort of industry to be a master at something. So when the shit does go off, you've got your master skill that you can take to fucking build your shit, however you want to build it or get to.
Yeah, see
So
me,
that's it.
yeah. My thing, yeah. People, I think misunderstand me. Was me, yeah. I do believe, yeah. I could be right. I could be wrong. In my opinion, that the lights are going off sooner rather than later. I think it's gonna happen in my lifetime. Yeah. So what I'm telling people is just like, forget about all this money. Anything to do with money, just start learning how to survive without money and not using money, because this is going to be taken away from you very, very, very soon, in a blink of an eye. That's what I'm saying. So what
But
I want people, but I think it's going to happen soon. I know you people talk like, this thing's not going to happen for 5 generations. So let's build our money up. Let's get comfortable with the thing. I'm cool with that. If I actually thought, okay, the world is going to go on like this for the next 200 years, somebody invest. But I don't think so. I think that the cut-off time is about to happen. You get
yeah,
me?
but like it's like you're saying maybe not concentrate on money, yeah, but you still need to concentrate on skills, on something that a
That's how
survival
people.
skill, something that
That's what I'm telling people.
each
People need to be learning how to. Sound like any soil all the time. People need to be learning how to grow their own food, how to build shelter. Yeah. Right now, you need to be knowing, like, okay, in a cold area, if there's no electricity, how can I insulate my house? What tools? What things can I use? Are they readily available?
I feel
Yeah.
like you need to hedge your bet. So you need to learn that, yeah, but you still need to be able to fucking get dough and do
Yeah.
whatever you need to do in the fucking
Yeah.
system and try to better your like basically if you've got enough people that are thinking the same way as you, then you try to make your little community building towards changing shit for the better of your what you are trying to aim for, innit?
But my aim is to cripple the system. So by me investing in the system, just doesn't make sense. The two, I'm paying my oppressor to oppress me. Nah, thank you. The sound reasoning tells me that don't make sense.
Would
Okay,
you?
let's get into the people on the bank and that.
Yeah, got it.
Let's see who owns it and runs it. Operating income 6.622 billion. Okay. Key people.
AJ Pal, AJ Singh.
Let's see, the first one is let's see who the guy is.
The Sikh.
Born 96 in Indian American, he's the current president of the bank.
Was he the owner or director?
Yeah.
Because that's two different things, isn't it?
He works
Really?
closely. Whoa! In February 2015, President Barack Obama appointed Banger to serve as member of the President's Advisory Committee for Trade and Policy Negotiations. Presently, he's also the chairman for the U.S.-India Business Council, representing more than 300 of the largest international investors in India. He's a member of the board for Dow Chemical Company. What is Dow Chemical Company? What do they do?
What Dow? That's the American stock market, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but this is a chemical company, it says.
Dow.
Oh, it's probably the Dow Group. It's like the top 3 of the list of the largest chemical producers.
Ross.
Rotted. He's a member of the Council of Foreign Relations. You don't tell me. These are the people who are the same branches. When you talk about the Council of Foreign Relations, they are the IMF. They're the what do you call it? Federal Reserve. This Council of Foreign Relations. Let's let people know this. Yeah. Then people say, "Oh, India's growing." You see how everything is just intertwined.
Yeah. That's my word that I used to use all the time was the spider web of things, because it's like it's so intertwined and it's all interlocked, but so high up and finely weaved that you can't see it. You can't actually see the web until you start to get close to one of the fucking sticky parts. Yeah, fucking spider web of bullshit.
This guy is dodgy because look what they put about him. Nothing.
Oh, no picture or nothing.
You know what I mean? Okay, he was an executive for BP. Okay.
What is that? The same executive that when the BP factory spilled all the oil in the sea, the people didn't get charged?
I wouldn't be surprised. That's why they're not showing him. They're not showing him down.
Telling
him down in let's see.
Yeah, because if you've got enough weight and your legal team's strong enough, you can have stuff removed from the internet.
You know what I mean?
Like you're saying, you gotta have fucking financial weight for that though.
Chief executive from 1978 to 1995. When was the oil spill?
I can't remember. Sorry, I was human, man. I'm a bit tired still.
He later served as president of BP Venezuela.
See, fucking.
And look, another guy as well. Imperial Chemicals Industries. Another chemical company.
That looks like the British War Board sign.
Yeah, remember British Water, Thames Water back in the days.
Yeah,
it's a similar thing.
Totally. That British Water Board sign.
Yeah.
I like saying that. Sorry, bruv. The City and Guilds GMVQ thing. Obviously, the guilds is masonry, innit? Like, so
yeah.
Because obviously everything was a trade first of all, innit?
First,
and everything had their own little lodge that they went to and so on. So, but
no, it was what it was as well. Like let's say back in the days when you trade, if your trade was passed on to your son, innit? So you kept your trade secret, but you want to keep how you done your thing secret. So like you pass it on to your son, and then your son's son. So like a blacksmith, so you have a certain blacksmith. It means you should deal with iron.
Blacksmith, there was all of it was going to be working with iron, making swords and horseshoes and so on. So yeah, and then like you say, the lead and wood or whatever, you was dealing with wood, woodworking and whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah, but then
it's probably even the same. It's probably even the same, like back in like Africa as well. Like your name, your surname, or your tribe name or whatever had something to do with the function that you had in your society or something.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% correct with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, bruv. So like, really, it's not really a strange system, bruv. It's just the man has been able to make it look away, so you
Yeah.
don't recognize it. You get me? And
Yeah.
it looks fucked up to you. So nah, man, are running about at the fucking bottom of the ladder, headless. Don't even know what the fuck's
Mm.
going on.
Leader in global digital payment.
So that
So
again,
they
sorry.
run this. They run fucking. If I'm not mistaken, they run this all this. He's
Yeah.
the leader in global digital payments. What is everyone doing now? Going to what?
Right. Everything you buy online, every time you use your card online, the
Use the
transactions are
visa.
filled by a Visa or Mastercard, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
And the way
that's 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 what I was saying about being the middleman, bro. They're fulfilling the transaction. Basically, they've got the money as a safety thing in it.
remember
So they're like insurance, security, a security bond. So they basically, if the other side happens to not pull out the money, that they've got the money there. So so the person's always getting paid in it, and then they've got their insurance on whoever they're getting the money from. That if the money if the money comes out of their thing and then it's overdraft, no matter what happens, they're still going to get their money. So they'll still get paid, and then you'll still have to pay.
yeah,
If
I
that
hear all that. But all I'm saying is a Mastercard and what is it called? What is it on?
Visa,
Mastercard, the alliance of banks.
uh,
Remember, the guy
yeah,
who's on Mastercard is a member of the Council of Foreign Relations in America.
yeah.
Mastercard are the leader in global digital payments. So if you people think that these digital payments cannot be tracked, I something telling me that's a fallacy.
What that payment's got? Of course, every payment could be traced. The only payments that you can't trace is private security coins.
But they can trace it. Mastercard can trace it.
No, Mastercard can't trace it because you're not using Mastercard to. You only use a Mastercard to purchase the coin. But once you use the coin to purchase something, they can't trace what it is in it because it's like a private.
Well, remember the number they give you is encrypted, isn't it? And they do the encrypting when you first buy the thing. So why do you think they can trace it?
Hmm?
I remember I said the number they give you is encrypted, yeah? Who does the encrypting? Is it you or them?
No, I'm talking about if you buy it. All right, yeah. When you first make the first transaction, yeah, using your Mastercard to buy one of those private security keys. So you're buying. I can't remember what one of the privacy key cards is. I think it's ZRX or something like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. When you buy one of those privacy coins, when you use the actual coin to purchase something, so say something, you can use this privacy coin to buy this car or something.
Yeah.
It's untraced. That money's untraceable. What you've used after, not the first money that you used to purchase. Do you know what I mean?
I
Obviously,
know.
they've seen you've purchased that, but they don't know what you. They can't see when you've used the money after.
I hear that. I'm saying, but the coin can be traced along who bought it after you and who sold it after you. That coin can be traced and tracked. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's only by the person that made it, innit? So that if it was a Grussler coin, just for example, it was Grussler coin, and you make privacy coins that's untraceable. Only only the person that makes the transactions got the thingamabob for it, and it's all security tight and blah blah blah. Yeah, but it's all on Grussler's backup system.
I won't be surprised if Mastercard are involved in all the bitcoins
Yeah, yeah,
and cryptocurrency.
mm,
I won't be surprised if they're the backers.
yeah. It could be. Like saying, but obviously the rich people, what they do, they hedge their bet. So they bet on both sides. So they know that they're gonna lose some money, but they're gonna win on the other side. So you know what I mean? Like hedging
I hear
to
you.
someone that's like us. That's not we're not mad well off or got mad stupid though. So betting on both sides just sounds mad because it's like you're gonna win one side, but you're gonna lose one side, and you don't know which side's gonna win. Wow.
But
Well, this is what I said before about the forex. Like, obviously, Beefy was saying, like, obviously he was slightly knocking it, basically. But I'm saying, look, at the end of the day, why not utilize an instrument and see what comes out of it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, it's not a win-win.
you're breaking up.
Sometimes it's a 70-30. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so like obviously what I'm saying,
Yo, hey, Beefy, listen, yeah, I'm gonna jump off for a sec. I'll jump back on in a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But Zabili, you're breaking up, fam.
The bit that you're breaking up.
I don't know why it's happening. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, what I'm saying is if you're trying to make some money, like some halal money, not no selling drugs or no nothing, then why not? You know what I'm saying to you? Like, if there's opportunity out there that's not illegal, that's not requiring you to do any dodgy activity, then why not get involved? You know what I'm saying? You know,
Me, I'll tell you why. For me, yeah, I get you guys where you come from. But me, the stance I'm taking, yeah, is I want to bring down the system in it. And the way the system operates is with money. And if people stop using money, I know that can cripple the system bad. You understand? And I think everyone knows this. If you all stop using this money, the system would crumble. Just for 1 week, no one uses the money for 1 week. You see what happens to this market and all these things. They all just collapse.
but in a
Everything is
wider
dependent on
range.
everything is dependent on buying and selling. If there's no buying and selling with using the fiat and fake money, these banks are useless. They're totally
Of
useless.
course, but at this moment of time, when there are certain things that
You're breaking up, Zubaida.
money out of it, basically use the system to your own benefits, to your own gain. Obviously, fuck the system all day, every day. But if there's a certain route that I could
You
take,
can't.
do you know what I'm saying, to get my thing done, then
You
fuck
can't.
it. You know what I'm saying?
You cannot say fuck the system. Let's make money. That's an oxymoron. Listen, the system is the money. So once you use
Yeah,
the
of
money,
course.
you're empowering the system.
Obviously like obviously I hear that, but like, you see me, like I said, like as a Muslim, like there's certain things that are halal and haram, you know what I'm saying? So before I even looked into this shit, I had to do some research and see if it was halal and haram. Now with trading money, this is a trade that's been going on for centuries, you know what I'm saying to you? Trading currency. So back in the day, their currency wasn't money, their currency was something else, you know what I'm saying to you? So but present times, we have money, we have paper. So like I said, if you're gonna go on holiday and you're gonna go to France, you're gonna have to change your pounds to euros, and that is a foreign exchange. You know what I'm saying to you? And because of that foreign exchange, there's an opportunity to make money out of that foreign exchange. But there are other things that you can invest in, like I said, like stocks and cryptocurrency, which as a Muslim, I can't do that because certain companies are run by kafars. Certain companies they use the profit that they make to fund wars and to kill my people and to kill your people. Things like Apple and Facebook. Them things are run by Freemasons. Like, that's haram for me to put my money into that. You know
So
what I'm saying,
when
Chief?
you use this Corex, are you using a money exchange?
No. So basically, it's a app, and it has the stock market. What's going on in the stock market?
Who runs the
So
stock market?
sorry.
Who runs the stock market?
Well, I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you. You have different. No, but look. At the end of the day, look. Hold on. Because
Hold on.
look,
Think
at
about
the
it.
end of the day,
Before you
yeah.
answer, remember you said you don't need research. Who
But I
runs?
don't care who. I don't care who owns, because I'm not investing in them. The money's not going to
Oh
them.
my days! How do people say this?
I'm not investing in people or people's businesses. I'm looking at the foreign exchange market and using it to my advantage, and making some coins off of that. You know what I'm saying to you? Like I said, when you got like, sometimes you have the Japanese yen against the US dollar. You know, maybe the Japanese yen might go up, maybe it might go down, depending on the
Why,
economical
why,
situation.
why does it go up and down? Do you know?
Because, like I said, because of the economical situation, and there's certain period of times where people travel a lot. So like in Europe, for instance, you do have a lot of foreigners coming over during a certain time, so those are critical moments where the foreign exchange is going to start going wild, and you use that to your advantage. You know, like I said, with the Japanese yen, right, you do have a lot of Japanese Chinese people coming over to the UK at a certain period of time, which comes to the advantage of the British people. Then you have the euro, which is, you know, Europe is a very large continent, and you know, you have a lot of Europeans trading with the British. Brexit as well, that's going to also obviously affect the stock market as well. So you
Okay,
have to look at these things and use it to your advantage.
okay. Okay, you're running, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'll say you're playing. You're good, but you're very ignorant. But I hope you're gonna do your research and who runs the stock market. I hope you do your research. Yeah, I just hope you do. Yeah, for your own benefit.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah.
But
Well,
the
who
second
runs
question
it?
now is who runs the fiat currencies?
He runs the currencies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you mean.
What? What do you mean you don't know what I mean?
Like, he runs the what?
Who runs cash? Who prints
He
up
runs.
money? Yeah,
Obviously, the people, the nations, whoever, you know.
the nations.
Mm.
Come, you must be watching my show for a long time. You know the nations are run by the loan money from the IMF. You know who the IMF is, don't you?
Nah, that.
International Money Fund, the Federal
Okay.
Reserve, the
Mm-hmm.
Jews, the Kufas, the
Mm-hmm.
Rothschilds.
Well, yeah, obviously, I know the banks. Most central banks are run by the Rothschilds.
They're the ones that print the money. They're the ones printing money in every country.
Yeah.
So you think you should be dabbling with this thing too much?
No, obviously, you know, I'm not really invested a £1 in it. You know, to be honest, I'm more doing before I put my money into anything, I need to know what I'm doing. You know, and
You're
like I
dealing with
said,
money. What I'm saying, you're dealing with money. Money is from the
it's
Kufa.
trading. It's trading, bro. At the end
It's
of the
the
day,
Kufa. But now listen to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. But me, if I was an Aki and I was following the way of my prophet, I would do my least to handle money. Tafurallah to that. Tafurallah to money. But is profit illegal in Islam?
is what.
Making profit illegal.
Um, yeah, you can make profit off of something, but you're not allowed. You know, you're not allowed to make interest. Anything that involves interest or
It,
usury.
what's interest? What's the difference between interest and profit?
Well, profit no, because if you're selling, so if you buy something cheap and you sell it for more expensive, that's you making profit. Interest is something like loans. We're not allowed to take loans out of something, you know.
Mm. Okay.
And that's what the forex is. So you might buy a currency for a low price, and then if that currency goes up, then you make profit off of that, because then when you sell it again, you buy it at a cheap price and then you sell it at a higher price, and that's how you make profit off of it. That's
Mm.
that's that's why I'm saying it's not a loan, it's not interest, it's just a currency. You know what I'm saying to you? I could trade in my own. I could trade in my country's currency, but their currency is shit. If you get into forex, you have to trade the main currencies like the dollar, the euro, the pound.
Ooh, the dollar, the queen's head. Ding, 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 ding.
At the end of the day, mate, I said stuff a lie, you know. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna lie. There will be some scholars or sheikhs that will say forex trading is haram. You know, because you always will have somebody that will say they're haram, haram, haram. But you know, maybe I need to do a bit more research. But the majority of what I've seen, it seems permissible. You know, like I said, you're making profit off of something. You buy something cheap, you sell it for higher, you make £2 from it, whatever.
Mm.
You know, and it's better. Like this is you know, I'm trying to give people ideas here. You know, what would you rather me tell someone? Go and sell some drugs and make bare money, or
No,
get
no,
into
no,
something?
no.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We say someone, oh, go sell drugs. What are drug companies, pharmaceuticals? And then do they do the same thing? The biggest drugs to kill you are paracetamol, chemotherapy, even crack is not in the top 10 of most dangerous drugs, which we take. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
When people say, "Oh, you're selling drugs, bro," to me,
No,
I'm
but
like,
I mean
bro,
like crack,
bro,
heroin,
bro.
cocaine, these type of things, fam. Like, you know.
More people die from paracetamol than crack cocaine. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes.
I don't know, but that's the first time I'm hearing that one.
More people are addicted to painkillers than they are to crack cocaine. Fact.
I don't know about that still.
What?
I've never really
More
heard
people
of
are
that.
addicted to cigarettes than crack cocaine. Fact.
Yeah, but more people
That's
go
the
to
truth. That's the truth. More people
jail.
than crack
But
cocaine.
hold
Wait,
on.
let me finish. Let me finish. They can answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Cancer related to cigarettes kills more people than crack. Fact.
Okay, but more people go to jail selling crack and heroin than they do selling cigarettes. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's but and they're both deaf, and they're both doing the same thing.
Yeah, but for me, anyone that sells crack and heroin, like you're scum in my eyes, isn't it? Because like like you know them things, you know, I've seen crackheads, I've seen heroin addicts, and them man would do anything. And there's people out there that are preying on these folks' vulnerability, don't give a fuck if these people die or not, just to make some money. And that goes the same for pharmacies and doctors as well, who prescribe people antidepressants and whatever the fuck.
That's where, but if, but that goes capitalists. If you live in a capitalist society, that's what capitalist society is all about. You have to capitalize on someone else.
Yeah.
Capture,
And that's the
capitalize.
thing, bruv. Like, what I feel like is people prey on people's vulnerabilities and use that to
It's not
make
prey. It's a
money.
system. People need to understand. It's a system. It's a capitalist system. You have to capitalize on someone. It's not preying on someone. It's how it's supposed. It's how the system is set up.
Yeah, but it is though, like, because obviously, like, someone goes to the doctor now and he says that he's depressed. Rather than telling that person to go and meditate or go and do some exercise, he goes, "Oh, look, I've got a pill for you here." Now, you don't give a fuck if that person gets better or not. Rather, he's using his situation to make some money, because these pills, these things that they're prescribing to folks, they're making money off of it. You understand? Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what I mean by that. You know, they're preying on people's vulnerabilities to make money off of it. You know, with things like cancer. You know, oh, I've got cancer. Okay, well, instead of giving them a healthy diet and prescribing them to some sort of detox, they will say, okay, we're going to give you chemotherapy, which folks have to end up paying for. You know what I'm saying? And they're making money. So that's why I say they prey on
More
people.
people
Yeah.
die from chemotherapy than cancer.
Yes, yes. You know, and I've seen like certain stories of people that have been diagnosed with cancer, and rather than doing chemotherapy, they start to eat like certain seeds and change up their diet, and they manage to cure themselves.
No. People are getting misdiagnosed with cancer, so they can be pumped.
Yeah, I know, but I see somebody. I was reading a thing where someone was diagnosed with cancer, and he done something. He changed his diet, and he started eating. I think it was it's a fruit, but it was the seed of the fruit. He kept on eating that continuously, and he managed to cure himself. You know, and that's the thing, bruv. Like, my auntie died of cancer, and you know they end up cutting up one breast, cutting up the next breast, doing all of it. She went through the whole thing and ended up dying in the end. You know what I'm saying to you? Because we understand with chemotherapy, them things contain a lot of radiation. You know what I'm saying to you? Which actually makes it more worse for these people. And you know, I'm not a cancer expert. You know, you got so many different
I know, but
types of cancer.
all I want you to know, yeah, is this simple. Everything in this system is supposed to capitalize on someone else's misery. Be it
Yes.
education, be it health, be it finance, be whatever you look at, however you look at it, it's a capitalist system. It's in the word itself, capitalist. We need to wake up, and we know. And I don't know. I get surprised. Everyone will agree with me on everything. When I say let's stop using the money, no, we can't do that. They will agree with everything. This capitalist system is based on money. Money is what makes the capitalist system go. Yeah, it's just everything is money. Follow the money, I say.
But you know what
And
I wanted to specifically speak about is the school system, because I feel like that is almost a training camp to get you into this mindset of capitalism. Because when you look at the way, the school structures, you got to be there 8:30 or 8:50, and that is almost an introduction to waking up early for your 9 to 5.
Yes.
Which could mean two things, because the alarms that they have at set times is almost the same what they have in prisons when it comes to the alarm time for lock up, time for get out. You know what I'm saying to you? And then you have this whole, because when I went to high school, because like me, I'm not gonna speak too
But
much detail.
everything, every social system is based on the working hours thing. So everything
Right,
is
there's a
based on you
structure
going
and
to
there's a
work.
timetable. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And the thing is, like me,
everything is based on you going to work. So you're being what is it? Programmed from an early age to wake up for 8,
yes,
55. So by the time
yeah.
you're 16, you're in this program good. Job, I'm gonna have a
Like
job, I'm gonna pay my
yeah.
bills. You're now in the program. You're just a zombie now, walking zombie in the system. Participating in the
20
system
I-
by
I'm 21 years old. Yeah, I left high school 5-6 years ago. Boom. But like, see me, like I've been kicked out of 2 high schools. I was very academically clever. I was in top sets for everything, but it was the rules and the intimidation that got me, because you see in certain high schools people fear teachers, and teachers,
You should fear a
kids
teacher.
that but I told the teacher, you know what I'm saying. And me, when I managed to change so much from the way, because I got kicked out in year 8 and then I came back in year 10, and the high school that I went to, yeah, they you have to have an ID, you have to have a card with your picture on it, and you had to flash out that ID when you entered the school. When it's lunchtime, oh, where's your ID? And you got to show your ID. And then the alarm system that they had, it wasn't the the bell, used to have them old school bells.
Yeah.
No, this was like like an electric alarm. I was thinking, bruv, this school seems like a prison, bruv. Like, what going for this school, fam? And you go out for break, you get 15 minutes, and that's it. When that 15 minutes done, you got to start rushing and get into your class. And like, for me, the way that I used to be, like, fam, I did not, like, I used to challenge this type of stuff. When the teachers tried to talk to me in an intimidating manner and tried to scare me, I'll say, bro, who the fuck are you talking to, bruv? And then they would be like, how dare you talk to me like that? And you're supposed to, like, fear these people. And then you also have this disgusting system, which I hate in schools, is, I don't know if you've heard it before, isolation. Yeah, when you are misbehaving, they put you in isolation. And I used to be put in isolation a lot. And in one of my old high schools, the isolation was a separate building, and it was like a mini school within the school, and that was for all the naughty kids. And you had to be taught in isolation. You were not allowed to be involved with the other kids, which made, if any kid that's in isolation, you feel different, because you're not allowed to be around the other kids. And then you
I
start to
don't
think,
know.
why?
When I grew up in Africa, schools in Africa are different. Schools in Africa are very strict. You fear your teacher, but you also respect your teachers.
No, I will respect the teacher, but I would not be
seriously,
scared of a teacher.
I could never talk about your teacher. Oh man, do I want to die? Do I want to die in this year?
I know it's different in them countries, but fam, here,
Oh Jesus! Listen, you'll be killed by your teacher and your mom, the headmaster, your uncles, your society. Yeah, don't do that. You go to
no,
school,
but it's different here though, Beefy. Honestly, mate, like I'm telling you,
no
bruv.
discipline.
Some of the teachers here, they talk to you in the most disrespectful manner, like so rude, fam, and they try to intimidate you, bruv. And I see certain kids like proper scared of the teacher, fam. And sometimes teachers are wrong. Just because he says it, this is what I'm saying. It's a mind control thing. Just because I wear a uniform, like a police officer now, he wears that uniform. You feel like you have to respect him and listen to what he does. But what if what he's saying is wrong? But we've been brainwashed to be like sheep. If he says jump, you say how high. You know what I'm saying to you? That's the majority of the people.
I hear what you say. I hear what you say. But I think I don't know. For me, school was different. I learned at my school. They know this. Oh, you're being naughty. You're being isolated from school. No, if you're naughty, you're sitting at the teacher's desk every lesson. About being isolated. Where
But
you're gonna be sitting at the teacher's desk look eye to eye every lesson for the rest of your life. You don't want that.
um,
There's no
like
isolation.
I would say, I feel sorry for the
Uh,
people that
you
went to
try to
high
be
school
naughty,
back
you should get
home,
the
fam.
cane. You try to be naughty, you get the cane.
The cane, you know. God damn.
I want to be naughty. You think twice. Today my ass is feeling sore, so today I won't be good. I used to be like that.
Okay,
I
now.
used to be not a kid. I only got expelled once with extreme measures when I got
All right,
drunk.
bro. Listen, I
But
used to be
whenever we used to
a
get a
little
cane,
shit.
that's 6 in the morning, 6 at lunch, 6 at home time.
Bruv, I've
Standard.
made teachers cry, fam. I've made teachers cry. That's how naughty I used to be, fam. I used to be a devil in high school, bruv. I used to jump on the table, start fighting for no reason. Used to walk out of school. Like, I used to do
Yeah,
bare fuckery, fam. But at the same time, I was very, very intelligent in school. Like no one could say to me I was dumb. You know, I was predicted A stars and A's. But the reason why I started really changing is this whole isolation thing, like I said, because you feeling like you secluded and there's something wrong with you because you're being placed in isolation and you're not allowed to integrate with the other kids. And they kept me in isolation for a long period of time to the point where I started to get frustrated and I started messing about in isolation. So before you get expelled, they try to do different things with you. So they put you on something called a report card. So after every lesson, the teacher basically reports on how you was in that lesson. And you're supposed to get 5 ticks. If you get 5 ticks, then you get off the report card. But me, I used to get 1, 2, 3 ticks. Okay, the report card's not working. Let's put her in isolation. And then you'd be put in isolation for a certain period of time. You start mucking because when you're in isolation, you're around all the other naughty kids as well. So basically, the worst of the worst are in isolation. So
listen, the last thing you wanted in my school was that report card to go to your house saying you're being naughty in school. Boy, oh my, you sitting at home waiting for the letterman to come, you waiting to hijack the letter. You don't, what are you mad? Are you mad?
good. But
I
that's what I'm
don't know.
saying, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When I used to bank, I used to bank when no one saw us. When I used to bank, but if you were seen banking, boy,
Get your ass beat.
boy, at school, and boy, these kids today, I don't know. Too easy. Too easy, I think.
I know. And but the thing is, I don't feel like there is enough support for people that come from difficult backgrounds because a lot of kids' behavior is because of the circumstances and the family background that they come from, right? And I'm not using that as a complete excuse because you might have rich parents, you've got a loving home, and that kid's still fucked up. You understand? But that still comes down to the background and the family circumstances, right?
I don't
And
know. You see, even with this thing, yeah, I do believe, yeah. Uh, circumstances, circumstances play a lot, but when we talk about good and bad kids, just in general, you can come from a bad home, good home. If you're a bad kid, you're a bad kid. That's it.
well, yeah, but yeah, I hear that. But sometimes, like I said, the family circumstances do impact
I
on
know,
the way that the kid
they
behaves.
do, they do, definitely. The system is. But I'm saying,
And these people don't know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying to you? They rather punish.
was I would a group of friends, I would like a array of friends, and not to lie, the friends, I'll say it's 50-50 actually. People with parents who are naughty and parents who are good, same as people who haven't got parents. Same amount of people on both sides. I couldn't say one has
You
got
know
more,
what?
one has got less.
You know what my grandma say. She said, if you're a good child, your kid's gonna come out bad. If he was bad, then your child's gonna become good. And sometimes you do find that happen. Maybe that person grew up as a little shit, but his kid's a really good boy. And then
Me
maybe
too.
someone's a good person
I can
and
believe
then you
that
have a
one.
very devil child. Yeah.
I,
My mom
I
was
can
very
believe
good.
that one.
My mom was a good angel, fam. And then I come out, I become crazy, fam. You know what I'm saying to you? And then you might see someone he's bad, fam. He used to be a little shit back in the day, but he's raised his youth to be a good boy because he's got that experience, fam. You know what I'm saying to you? So, like, people like me and you who've had experiences, we would know how to utilize that on our own children because we'd be able to clock when our children, something's happening wrong. You understand? A lot of other people, they're a bit too soft because they haven't had hardship in their life, so they don't know how to deal with it. But people like me and you, if my kid's fucking about or going, start, gets involved in a gang or start smoking, I know how to deal with that kid. Rather than punishing that kid, you have to support that kid. And a lot of people rather punish, which starts to make that kid frustrated. And kids love to rebel. So the more you tell them no, he's going to do the complete opposite. But you have to teach them why it's wrong. Instead of telling them this is wrong, you have to teach them why it's wrong so that
I
they
think
understand.
those things have to be done at an early age. If your kid doesn't know what's right and wrong by the time they're 10, then boy, problems.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. You got to tell them why it's wrong. Don't say, don't do that. You got to say, look, this is
If
wrong
your child doesn't
because...
know right and wrong by the time they're 10, by the time they live in the house by themselves, then you are in problems.
One of the main problems with kids is neglect. This is why a lot of the society is very broken down. You have these kids that join gangs because of neglect. When you've been neglected from a young age, you have had to learn to be independent and look after yourself. So the point where you can't take instructions from people.
Don't forget the system. We need money. Remember, we all need money. So now, before we need all this money. Now your mom and dad both have to work 2 jobs just to buy your little trainer.
No, but even then, look, if you've got both 2 working parents, that's fine.
And you said, with this child, he wants a 110. Then he wants a 120 pound to 200 pound trainer. The both parents have to work 9 to 9 every night for his little trainer, his little bag he wants. Otherwise, you don't get it. He's gonna kick fast.
But that's the thing. Parents have to set boundaries, and you do have parents who work majority of the time. But when I mean neglect, I mean parents have to make the time for their kids. They have to give them emotional and mental support. You know what I'm saying to you? And a lot of parents lack that because of maybe busy schedule or whatever. But you have to spend that bonding time with your children, fam. You understand what I'm saying to you? Otherwise, they're gonna end up looking for it for somewhere else. You know what I'm saying to you? And they end up going to the, their mom's working, their mom's busy, so they end up going to the streets, fam. They're empty. They need something to do. Kids need to be active all the time. You know what I'm saying to you? So they end up doing their own thing and end up getting into the wrong. Anyone that ends up on the streets, you're gonna find all sorts of people, all sorts of predators out there. You understand what I'm saying to you? That looking to take advantage of some young you. What your mom can't afford. Your mom can't give you some trainers, bro. How about you work for me, fam? You make some money, tear. You know what I'm saying to you? So it comes down to the parents.
Me, when I was at school, I never had time to be naughty. Because we used to at school at 8 o'clock in the morning. We used to have lessons from 8 to 1. Then you have a long hour break. Then you have to be back at school. Okay, you said at 8, have the break at 10 o'clock to 11, like a lunch break. Then 11 to 1. You go for another hour break. Then you come back and you have to do either a sport or a club compulsory every day, Monday to Friday. So every day you finish school at 5.
Where's this in Zimbabwe? Which country is this in?
Most African countries. Zimbabwe, most African countries do this.
Bruv, in my school, we had to be at school at 8:15. We ain't having no hour break, fam. We have 2 breaks, one 15 minutes, one half an hour, and we used to finish at 2:45 because we start early, we finish early. But then my other school, we have to come at 8:30.
What are you going to be doing the rest of the day? Where are you going to be?
What do you mean?
Kids should be in school until 5 every day. Where are they going? What are they doing?
Well, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, fam. And then after school, if you wanted to, you could do a club. Most of us used to go to the youth club, pay £1. You go to the youth club until 5. But yeah, bro, that's the thing. But I used to come to school late, all the 8:15, yeah. So I got to wake up at least 7 o'clock, fam. You understand, bro? I'm sleeping, fam. I used to walk into school an hour late, fam. Just like, fam, I'm hearing it. Don't tell me why I'm late. I'm here now, fam. Like, what's the lesson? What is it? Maths or science, bro? You understand?
I did bear clubs. I went to all boys school, but it used to be all girls school opposite us. So I used to join. I used to do ballroom dancing, but I used to go to girls school. I used to do bad things where the girls were involved.
No way.
All the clubs I've been involved. I would go to girls' school.
Now the clubs are good, fam. Trust me, bro. Like, I used
you
to go to
learn different
athletics.
skills and different things. Like even like at my school, everyone has to be involved in a sport. So if you have to either you play the sport, you have to be coaches. You either try to be a coach, you have to do the reffing, we had to do the physio, but you had to be involved in the sport. Every child had to be involved in the sport somehow or another, because they know that education is not the only way to a job. Sport is look, sport pays a lot of money. That's a job.
Yeah, yeah.
Physiotherapist, that's a job.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like in like African countries, they really push the kids to go school and do well. Like, you know, you don't really have. Well, I can't really speak for all of Africa, but like certain African countries, education is very important. Fact, like people
You know
literally
that
be spending their
Zimbabwe.
life savings to get their kids in school.
Did you know that Zimbabwe has a 98% literacy,
Wow, that's what
higher
I'm
than
saying.
most, and higher than every European country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bruv. Because we don't take it seriously here, fam. Because we have things like benefits and that support that if you fail, you're still gonna get by. But in those countries, it's like, fam, failure is not an option, bruv. Because you're gonna end up on the streets dying, fam. That's how serious it is. You know what I'm saying?
My oldest daughter, she came out with uh, 8 A's, something like that.
Mashallah.
My niece came out with 8 A's recently, and my two nieces, the other one as well, she got I think 6 A's and 7 B's. They're doing the A levels. They're spelling
Mashallah.
triple A's in that, both of them. Well, one of them is spelling triple A's, distinctions.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, fam. You
But,
know, if you put your head down, you can.
but this is normal for us in the hood. All our friends are getting the same things. So I don't know where this hood, where this kid, I don't know. My hood, I don't know. It's a bad hood.
Bro, they're capable. Look. You know what I find, yeah? Like, you know when you find like these youths here that are selling drugs and they cutting up the thing, they know how to do money. Like that requires intelligence. So if they was to put that skill and intelligence to something good, they'd make it. Because I'm not promoting it, but I'm saying, like, you know, when you buy drugs, you know, you buy a certain amount, you cut it up, you bag it up, you know, you're able to build your customer line and stuff. That's a skill in itself, bruv. You know what I'm saying to you? But if that skill was to be put to something legit, you know, these men could be really doing something because they have that intelligence, they have those skills. These men are not dumb.
The thing is, listen, and you see what I'm saying, yeah? They're using their skill to make the maximum money they can. They intend them to making maximum money when you use your skill somewhere else. Don't make sense. I know what you're saying. It makes sense, but I used to do this. I used to do the thing, innit? I used to do the thing, and believe you me, that don't make sense. We were talking, that don't make sense. Believe you me, I only came out of it because I didn't care about money no more. But if money is objective, you can't tell this kid to stop. It's illogical. When you got politicians doing the same thing, when you got drug companies doing the same thing, when you got politicians, you can't. It just doesn't make sense.
But this is the thing, bruv.
So they know if they stop, someone is going to come up and make the money. And they're going to be broke tomorrow. It don't make sense.
But it's almost like a trap. You know, once you get into it, it's hard to get out of it at the same time. You know, and the only way that certain folks do get out of it is if they get locked up for a very long time or they end up dead.
No,
That's what makes certain folks get out of it, fam. Because
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people have been arrested. I know a lot of people who do fine and have got away fine, and they live their life. It's how you decide to do the job, like any job. If
but
you want to be,
obviously, I don't know,
if you want to follow, if you want to go in this line, you want to follow the movie stars, the movie gangsters, and these gangsters in the movies, then you're what you for.
But you know, for me, that lifestyle is a very dirty lifestyle, fam. Like that's what made me come out of it. It was more of the spiritual. It was God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just had to look at myself and think, fam, what am I doing, fam? Like, this stuff is so dirty, it's so wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a bit like you, like fuck the money, fuck all this. Like, is this stuff even worth it, fam?
I won't lie, yeah. Listen, you won't find more loyal people than in the game. Me personally.
Nah.
These people are loyal. People are loyal. Your enemies, of course, enemies also loyal to their people. Listen, my friends are loyal to me. My friends were good to me, loyal, and I'm loyal to them to now. Even ones who are still I'm loyal to them to death. But if there's any problems, if I call them, they will come. If I call any Joe, who's supposed to be no one shows up. Most of these goody people, no one gives a fuck. But I know my real ones, the so-called bad people. When you call them, they will back you 100. Me personally, They're the ones who will back me 100%. Through thick and thin. It's a life. It's I don't know how you do it. Tell you.
I mean, for me, obviously, as a female, right? Like, obviously, there's a lot of what I've seen is there's a lot of jealousy in it. Like, and it also happens with brothers as well, because a lot of these guys war with each other is because man's making more money than him,
No,
and he's doing better than
no,
him.
listen,
No, but that's what's been happening though, Beefy. You
most of
can't
the time
say that, fam. Like, I don't know about your generation, bro, but I
this is
know
a
certain
movie
man.
thing.
But hold on. I know enough guys that have been stabbed up, that have got into beef over over jealousy, fam. You understand? Like, oh, them man are making more money than us, and oh, did you see the car that man's driving? Oh, did you see the watch that he's got,
But
fam? Like, can we go rob him up, fam? Over jealousy, fam. You understand? Like, even rappers do it to this day, fam. I see certain rappers beefing with each other, like, oh, I've got more.
exactly. Wait, but listen, you make a fallacy there. You talk about people who don't like each other, fight each other. I'm saying when you're friends with people, your dogs. I listen. I know what I'm talking about. I can go to a church. I don't. Churches are the most. You find the most disloyal people in churches than anywhere else. Most than anywhere else. On road, people are loyal to the core. But your word is your bond on the road. That's the thing about road. Your word is your bond.
I mean, I don't know, fam. Like me,
Where
I
in
don't fuck with no
society,
one, fam.
you say whatever and can get away with it. You can do whatever and get away with it. On road, your word is your bond. I don't know about today, these kids today, but they don't even get that. They just fucking lost it. But when your word is your bond. That's
Nah,
word
bruv.
on road.
I hear what you're saying, but for me, like, because I'm so real, fam, that's why I don't fucking nobody, because what I see is a lot of people selling their soul, selling their ass for olders and stuff, doing things that they know is wrong, things that they would never do. There's a lot of people that try too hard. You know what I'm saying to you? They would do certain things just to impress other people, and like even if it was to just slap up somebody for no reason, they would go and do it. You see me? I'll be the first to say, no, I'm not doing that. You can hate me all you want, but I'm not gonna do it. And that's where my problem started rising, because I never followed the crowd, fam. And what I feel like it was a lot of these gang youths and whatever, them man are too scared. They just do as they told, fam. You understand? No one's willing to say, you know what, bro, that's wrong, fam. Like, I can't really do that like that. It's like, nah, fam. You either do it or you're getting your head kicked in, fam. And that's why, like, you see me, I kept it real to the end, fam. With all my people, I used to break bed with all my friends and that. But when it came to the other, for them to break bed with me, no one used to break bed like that, fam. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's why I thought, you know what, like, these people are all fake, fam. Like, I don't want a part of this. I'm out of this. You know what I'm saying to you? To this day, I still got beef with certain people because I've kept it so 1,000. You understand? I've seen people do it, fam. I've seen people move so fake, fam. The man will tell you, man will tell you, go slap up that person for no reason, fam. And he'll go and do it like a donkey, fam. And it's like, why? You know what I'm saying to you? Why? Because man told you to do it, you
They
have
were
to
not
do
your
it.
dogs from the beginning. Then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bare followers like, or go to the shop, go. But like, I've seen certain man get violated, and they don't say nothing, fam, because they're too scared. You know what I'm saying to you? I used to have a brethren that used to live in a hostel, fam, and man used to come into in Kilburn, yeah. Man used to come into his hostel, come into his room at 8 in the morning to cut up food. Like 5, 6 man will come in, like I'm there. One of my other girls there, we're all sleeping and shit. And these man had no respect. They just come into his room, start cutting up their drugs, whatever. And I'm looking at the guy like, fam, you're not going to tell him to get out. He's like, no, like, they demand him still. Like, I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying to you? Because they're too scared to go against these people in case something happens to them, fam. You know, there's a lot of silent sheep out there, fam. And I'm the first to speak up and say something, which has gotten me into a lot of trouble. You know, you don't understand how many times I've been slapped up or hit for speaking up and sticking up for myself. You know what I'm saying to you? And I thought to myself, why do I even need to let people put their hands on me, rather I just not even be in the situation in the first place, fam? You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I've had certain man disrespect me, and I've stood up for myself. Say, fam, and these are not like your average guys. These are like proper guys in it that are about this thing, fam. Yeah, and I've got rooted to me. And in the end, I ended up getting my nose broken, ended up getting slapped, because I spoke up, fam. But certain girls, I've seen certain girls get slapped up by guys, and they've just sat there and took in it, fam. Because they want to be so part of the crew so bad. They want to be involved in this gang so bad. They want the popularity. They want the respect so bad. So they keep it silent, fam. You know what I'm saying to you? But me, I'm a warrior. warrior like that, fam. I don't follow nobody, fam. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the biggest, baddest don on the streets. I don't care if you're the most rated guy. I don't care if you've done 10 years in prison and you've got so much respect. If you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. If you're gonna disrespect me, then we don't know which way we're gonna go. You know what I'm saying to you? So in my head, I'd rather not put myself in the situation in the first place. So you know, if you know the drink is poisonous, you're not gonna go and drink it. If you know if you touch the dog and he's gonna bite you, you're not gonna touch it. So that's the situation. If I know that I might get into a situation with somebody, I'd rather not be next to that person in the first place. That's why I know certain situations to avoid, and pick your battles wisely type of thing. You know, if you know this person's a bit crazy and he might say something to you and you know you're gonna say something back to him, rather you just don't even talk to that person in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
When I was growing up, everyone knew who the bad man was. Now everyone thinks they're bad man. I don't get it. Everyone wants to be the bad guy. I don't know.
There's a difference between the bad man and the real man. You know what I'm saying to you? If you're real, I can respect you, even if you get cracking sometimes and you smack up people. But if you're fair and you're just, I'll respect you. But if you're just a devil that oppresses people, that bullies people, then I'm not gonna respect you, because I see a lot of guy. Like I see men, fam. Certain men are just like, men have turned into bitches. You know this day and age, bro. Yeah, let me tell you something. Men have turned into bitches.
Yeah, break up's better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, yeah, a lot of men have turned into bitches, and a lot of women have become the man, fam. You understand? I see a lot of women that are more on it than certain men, fam. And I see certain men just moving like little girls, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing bare bitchy shit and just being bare fake. Like, you know what I'm saying to you? Like it's like the roles have switched nowadays. You know, you've got all these men becoming batty boys and doing all sorts of fuckery. Then you got these women out here that are just moving like savages, doing their thing, making their money, finessing these brothers. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And it's changed, fam.
For real. I want to hit a little break. I'll try and get in. Try to get in while I'm gonna go for a little break. Me and Zubair are having a real good convo, and people are getting involved in the chat. As someone also jump on then and have a chat in there. I don't know what people is coming.
I can't even see the chat.
Outro, you've been added. Big up Prince Dominic. Nobody, you're somebody. Big
Big
up
up Sosa, big
Drill
up
in the
Sosa.
building. Always. B2. 100% beefy, yeah? Are you agreeing with the betterment or the money thing? I wonder. Django Jesus Trillis. That name kills me all the time. Believe you me. But yeah, let me see my screen sharing. Okay. Let's see. Let me get myself ready. I'm gonna do this one proper. We're gonna do this one proper. 1 second, I mean, sorry.
This batty boy, fam.
Let's hold tight. Let's hold tight. Oh, where is it? Where is it? 1 second, family. I'll be with you 1 second. Gotta do one thing. I can get myself ready.
There's always one crackhead in the chat, fam. Always chat shit.
Okay, let's go play this little advert here. 1 second. One more thing I need to do. One more days. One more thing I need to do. So 1 second, family. 1 second. Hold tight, family. Hold tight. I'm not prepared. And I said, I'll be prepared. My ass. Come on, where's the link? Okay. I just dropped the link in the chat. You'll be able to see it in a minute. Boom. Okay. The link is in the chat. I just dropped it. Press that link.
Come through, get involved. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear from you guys.
The boy from the ends disrespect me and my friend. Claiming you street, that shit don't run round in here.
Breathing like a tide, flowing like a stream. I can feel the vibe resonating in the air like steam is alive.
Better be ready for anything ducking, and all of a sudden I'm peddling medicine. Got it, I wanted to make.
I've been on my own, driving Uber through these roads. I couldn't care about the way they did.
DDB, no love for these niggas, wanna see the niggas bleed. Tell them hold tight, God left, come and freeze.
You don't know. The motive live. Wednesday, 5th of June. Music by DJ Scob. Artists like Todd's, Queenie, Magical, Lula Vec, Conference, Prime Kings, 8 p.m. too late, no ID, no entry. Shelter Club, 867 Kingsland Road, E2, BAS. See you there. Let's start again. Rewind again. Don't forget, we'll be serving Zamm with Gold Hice, Cowcurd. You know how we're doing. The Motive Live. No ID, no entry. Treat.
Wallahi, I dip him.
Shelter Club, 867 Kingsland Road, E2, BAS. Be there or be square. 8 p.m. till late. No ID, no entry. Zamm with no highs.
Jeez.
Peace. We'll be pissing it out. DJ School. The Motive, Wednesday, 5th of June. Global Faction, Radio Trail presents The Motive Live. £8 tickets available now at shoop.com. The link is in the chat. Press that link now, family. Yes.
Make sure you're there.
Make sure you're
Feel me?
there. So.
Make sure you're there, because I'm there. Beefy's there. Mandem's there. You know what I'm saying? Come through.
You don't know. Okay, let me go into a song quickly while we're here. This break. I was getting this request last time I was doing a show and I didn't get to play the song. So it's only fair I do it now. It's only fair I do it now for the masses. What's everyone saying in the chat? Let me have a look.
Big up the chat still.
Hey, the Gold Heist. Pure Zamm, you done know, family.
Big up the Zamm. Come on. Get me. Straight from Mecca.
One drop. Hey, one drop.
Coming with the holy water.
One drop. You know, the holy comes from the holy tree. Holy, you all know that, the word holy.
Well, I mean, you learn something new
Oh, shit.
every day, don't you?
I don't know if I'm saying holy. Hollywood.
Well, I mean, add that
the
to
witch used to
the.
hang around behind underneath the hollow tree.
Okay, all right.
All right. I thought people knew this. I thought people knew this. I don't think this knowledge that everyone knew.
Well, you learn something new every day, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Sweet to Jesus. Shiva me timbers. Yes, that's why it's called Hollywood. That's why it's Hollywood magic. Ding, ding.
Fun Hollywood, fam.
The one Disney, you see?
Walt PD, fam.
You see? Hollywood.
Bro, what's this saying, fam? I need to buy something. What's this?
Okay, let me find this
Oh,
quickly.
shit. 4528.
What is this thing trying to do to me? They're trying to mess me about. Okay. Todd's gonna be there. You're gonna come in here exclusively from Todd's on Wednesday. He's gonna be there. I'm going to go into my favorite freestyle from Todd's. His Black Box. You can check it out. Black Box on. I'm gonna share my screen in a sec. Family, one sec. Just bear with me. No, thank you. Don't send me bare things. People dropping bare stuff in the Hangouts. Allow me. I'm online. Okay.
Where's everyone
and
at, bro?
and man like Step Nicely in the building will be in the building on Wednesday the 5th, having a sip of that Zamm with no Hice. You'll see us there. You don't know. Big up man like Steppers. Yeah. We are there in the building. It's gonna be a good night, family. Good night, good vibes. Yeah, come meet the family.
All about the good vibrations.
You don't know. And once you meet, and I bet you once you meet someone in real life, most people will talk to, when they talk to each other on the Hangouts will be different. I can tell. Okay, 1 second,
true,
family.
fam, it's
Let me pause it.
People at
Okay, here we go.
With some bosses that ain't in and taking losses, but we slanging and we banging, trapping for this profit. Dog, I hear them talking.
Toads will be there.
Come on, dog, quiet, something grommet.
Grommet.
But don't get caught out on the Wallace.
Wallace.
Grommet will get vicious for that wallet.
Wallace.
Can't stop it.
Stop it.
Dog, I gotta chop it.
Wallet.
On the landlord just to stop that pussy knocking.
Oh, I forgot. Prince Sexy will be on the saxophone doing a little Bill Clinton impersonation. So be there or be square. What? Hey! Look what? In my locker.
You cannot write, kept the war in my locker, blood. I couldn't die a proper. Tell these keys I got proper. Start with the game, bring the water to a boil. Then turn that powder into oil. Line ringing, go and tell these keys, wait, keep your eyes on the stove.
Proper.
Foil, then it's on to the beat. So
Give them foil.
Tree and proper. And these back streets got a fuck. Tell a young boy the streets ain't
That's nothing for you.
And to these fuck boys talking everything
but money.
I ignore you, I ain't
got nothing for you.
No sympathy, nigga.
It's glory.
Shit, nobody had me when I was poorly. I was 15 on the train up the country. Key smoked out the yard. Gave a little nigga no say they know the name, but they don't know the story. It's all drugs, holes, guns, something.
Gory.
Nigga for this glory. Had to
get gory.
Flooring yards, man wouldn't step in, take bread off me. Fuck that, are you crazy? I'd rather dead before I let him. Doggy, I was good in the hood, then O2Z stretching. Through my brother V, they got him bench pressing. He'll be home soon, dog, we ain't stressing. And when he's home, he'll be locking up the section, had to lose everything. Then
get it all back.
The clock is all up front, ain't nobody got my back. Doggy, back, you gon' wait.
Don't forget.
If you lie down with rats.
You better be there. Wednesday the 5th. Told you will be there.
Make sure you're there, fam. I'm not playing, bro. Wallahi, fam.
will be there. Tempers will be there. I'll be there. So True will be there.
You could go and ask my fucking school friends how drug money got me out of fake kickers.
Man like Bigger will be there.
But it's product that they have me now. Shit, if music don't bust me, my lines ringing, dog, I'll be
man like Nair will be there. Girl like Cindy will be there. Girl like Lemon will be there.
Yeah. So mad, black box.
It's all mad. There'll be a man some more.
Link up.
Yeah. Listen. Get me. Salute mine. Fuck yours. Listen.
Yeah. Look out for the visuals.
This is what I was saying.
Yeah. Shout out the gang.
Shout out the gang.
I've got purpose.
I'm on a mission.
And you can't roll if you
He
don't
does the vision.
I ain't trying to be no.
But his hero. Freak the villains. Yeah, real. Re-up. Listen. Listen. Shout out the gang Deezy. Gangalini vibes all day, every day.
I've got purpose, dog. I'm on a mission.
What?
And you can't roll if you don't see the
Vision.
Cause I ain't trying to be nobody's hero. I scream fuck the law, dog, and
Free the villains.
There's hella violence, so there's hella sirens.
What?
Poverty turn good use.
Is it tyrants?
So there's hella juggins and there's hella drilling. Yeah, it's hella
The buildings.
young boys eyeing up your bros go before they snatch that. They gon' ask you what's your postcode.
There's a
gripper
of teams running through this bits.
Tried by moms that lost sons over
Stupidness.
Young boys in the manor getting
Stupid rich.
And there's young boys in the manor that
Stupid shit.
Warriors and hustlers.
We need this talents.
Guys, not just peace.
Yo, we need balance.
They serve kitties by the corner, they serve kitties on the stairs, they serve kitties in the alley. They'll serve them anyway.
Listen.
The man them gotta eat. They out there on their feet. Survival is
Come and support them. They're out there on their feet performing for us. So make sure you're there to support them on your feet. Jeez! There it goes. Wait for the up.
Yo, don't let them know you're low. Keep your chin up when you fuck. Don't claim to be
Something that you're not. Woo!
Hey.
That's what I've lived. It is what it is. What? Shush. Yeah. Re-up. Nah. This is too much. This is too much.
I've got purpose, dog. I'm on a mission. And you can't roll if you don't see the vision. Cause I ain't trying
Done no princess. Now you're in the building with Todd's. I'm waiting for that collabo. I'm waiting for your collabo with Todd's. I'm gonna make it happen. Beefy remix. Cancer buildings. I see what your post code. Hey. Over stupidness.
Young boys in the manor getting stupid rich. And there's young boys in the manor that
shooting shit.
Warriors and hustlers.
We need this talents.
Guys, not just peace.
We need balance.
They serve kitties by the corner, they serve kitties on the stairs, they serve kitties in the alley. They'll serve them anywhere. The man them gotta eat. They out there on their feet. Survival is a must. And liberty ain't cheap, and I know violations ain't easy.
Let go.
But try and live righteous, cause you reap what you sow. The food comes.
Then it goes.
Cause these kitties bring bones and we 10 toes the road with our eyes wide for an
what?
Yo, don't let them know you're low. Keep your chin up when you fuck. Don't claim to be
something that you're not.
Cause we're guided by truth and every liar gets blocked off. Dodge death more
time. Limbs.
But no regrets.
It is what it is.
Cause we went where we went.
We did what we did, yeah.
Yeah, hush, should, cause we don't give
to the pigs, yeah.
Still wicked with the wordplay. And every day, celebrate life and still turn up on
my birthday.
You see, right here I'm 30, loyal to the soil.
Around here I'm 30.
My temple. I don't need no church day. I burn ganja
and I burn sage.
Cause that's how I hold my meds. And then I transcend the physical. That's word to my dreads. And a wizard probably stirring from the bed. With my middle finger out the wind.
Dizzy. Hey.
Yo, I got brothers, not
friends.
Shout. Grizz, Swiss, and Jim Busy. Shout my bros trying to free us from their
mental chins.
And shout my bros that do dirt and then say no names. Shout my queens that love God, wave and love twerk. Still get up in the morning and find themselves at work. Shout my bros that know all the freedom fighters' names. And shout my bros that just love to wear
chains. Woo!
Shout my queens that can cook a good
clean
knowledge and she got a mad brain.
Hey. Gang shit only. Hey. Gang shit only. Listen.
Trying to free us from their mental chains and shout my bros that do dirt and then
say no names.
Shout my queens that love God, wave and love twerk. Still get up in the morning and find themselves at work. Shout my bros that know all the freedom fighters' names. Shout my bros that just love to wear
chains.
Shout my queens that can cook a good food, kick knowledge and she got a mad brain.
Gang shit only. Gang shit only. One more time.
Gang shit only. Gang gang shit only.
One more time.
Swiss and Jim busy. Shout my bros trying to free us from their mental chains. And shout my bros that do dirt and then say no names. Shout my queens that love God, wave and love twerk. Still get up in the morning and find themselves at work. Shout my bros that know all the freedom fighters' names. And shout my bros that just love to wear
With chains.
Shout my queens that can cook her good food, kick knowledge, and she got a mad brain.
That shit only. Gang shit only. Hey. Gang shit only. Gang shit only. Yes.
Love come link me, tell truth come link me, negativity can go. Don't ring
My phone.
Gang shit
only.
only.
Gang shit only.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Jeez.
I'm good. Man like Todd on
My team and
fire.
I
On fire. Fire. I got the fire. I got the flame. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
If you don't get to know.
I got the fire. I got the flame. Oh, listen. I got the
Big
fire.
up the chat.
Got the flame. Yeah. You don't know. If you know, you know. Yeah. Believe me, if you know, you know. Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna be, I think, on for another half an hour or so. I gotta get to work tomorrow morning. It's only a nightcap, just having a little nightcap of some Manish water with Zamm Chesa with gold Hice.
Big up Zamm.
I think I'm feeling a bit tipsy now.
Do you know why Zamm water is called Zamm?
Yeah, but it's called the word Zamzam. The word comes from, called Zamzam. Zomzom in Arabic.
Nah. It's because, fucking hell, astaghfirullah. You know Ibrahim.
Is
Prophet
it, wait,
Ibrahim.
before you start the story, is it in the Quran?
I don't know if the story's in the Quran, but basically, I think it was one of Ibrahim's wives.
Did the Prophet tell the story?
Let me find where the story is. Hajar, Hagar, innit?
She put her, Ibrahim left her and her son.
Yeah, so basically, Prophet Ibrahim. It's saying is a story in the Quran or the Hadith. You know when she says Zamm.
It is in the Quran.
The story's in the Quran, basically.
ربي إني تركت ولدي بواد غير ذي زرع. Oh Lord, I left my kid and my wife in place. There is no food and there is no drink.
Yeah, so basically, Prophet Ibrahim, his wife, he left his wife and his child in the desert, and I think it was in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And there was no water, and she said a little
That's
prayer.
in the Quran. I know that.
And
then the water started to come down, and then yeah. So the water started to come down, and in Arabic, she's saying like zem for the water to for the water to come to her. That's the words that she was saying in it when the water was coming down. She's saying zem, which basically, it's not really an Arabic word, but it means collect, like like she's basically like excited, isn't it, when the water's coming down? She's like zem. So then that's why they called it. That's why they called it Zam water. I don't know if you got that. Hello? Oh, I don't know if the connection went. Can you hear me? I don't know if it's me. Hello. Oh, okay. Beefy, what? Beefy? What's happened to Beefy? Hello? Anybody home?